Everyone, we are happy and healthy kidneys. Yes, my today's message is to improve your kidney health. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello students, hope that you people are safe and enjoying the studies at home also. Okay, in our today's lesson, we will just revise our previous two lessons in this lesson, and then we can switch to the functioning of the kidney today. From the previous two lessons, we are talking about the human urinary system. So it's as it's clear from the name, it is a system which is supposed to collect the excessive you can say amount of the waste in the form of the chemicals and the water from the blood, and then it can simply you can say helping our body to excrete out such waste out of our body in the form of a liquid called urine. So whenever we talk about the human urinary system, just consider that it is present in the lower abdomen portion. We are having that pair of the kidneys, one present to the left side, other present to the right side. And one more thing, kidney is dark reddish brown in the color. It is you can say around you can say having a small size, and from each kidney a tube is coming down, one from the left kidney, one from the right kidney, and it is going down to our another bag like structure that we call urinary bladder. Now this urinary bladder is a place where the urine is stored drop wise, and whenever this urinary bladder is you can say full, down with the urinary bladder sphincter muscles are present. Those sphincter muscles are having a very important role. How they are having an important role? Because these sphincter muscles, whenever the urinary bag will be full, it will give us the urge, it will be automatically give us the message to the brain, and it will give us the urge for the urination. And urination is a process by which we are removing all the excessive urine out of the body, along with all the salts, nitrates, uric acid, whatever is present, it is just being removed out of the body. So this is all about the human urinary system. In today's you can say topic, I will show you the structure of the kidney also, and then inside the kidney is having one functional unit that we call the structure of a nephron. Basically, nephron is responsible for the absorption of the you can say excessive kind of the salts, then reabsorption is happening there. Even you can say that kidney is a smarter organ of our body. It is not wasting even a single you can say single drop of water from our body. It is doing the selective reabsorption, and only the unavoidable waste which is being generated by our body is just removed out in the form of the urine out of our body. So we can even say that kidney is a very smarter organ which is doing the function in a very. First of all, I will show you the human urinary system. These two are the pair of kidney, one on the left side, one on the right side. These pair of kidneys are you can say having the two major vessels or the tubes, one called renal artery, other called renal vein. We know that this renal artery, which is showing in the red color, it is getting the oxygenated blood, and the other one which is in the blue color, it is taking the deoxygenated blood. Both kidneys are having one tube which is linking this kidney to the down structure that we call the gallbladder, urinary bladder here. So whatever the process which is taking place inside the kidney, and whatever the waste that is being just generating here, drop wise it is going and collecting down here in this portion, we call it urinary bladder. So urinary bladder is a elastic muscular bag present down in this portion, and here at the end of this you can say urinary bladder, here two kind of the muscles are present that we call sphincter muscles. So what is this sphincter muscle? This sphincter muscle is controlling the urge of the urinary. It is having the direct, you can say, connection with the brain, and it is having the control on the urge of the urination. And then there is one tube that we call urethra. Urethra is simply taking the excessive amount of the urine out of the body. Now come here, have a look of this picture. Although we have already discussed this in the previous lessons, and I have shared a link to you people in which there was a clear structure of the kidney. So this is the you can say structure of the kidney in detail. If we have a look of the structure of the kidney, the outer the outer, you can say, dark red region, we call it cortex. The inner pale region, we call it medulla. Inside the medulla, what we are having, you can say here we are having the outer renal pyramids. Then we are having the renal pelvis. Renal pelvis is a portion which is connecting to the tube that is called the ureter. And here finally, whatever the function the kidney is doing, it is taking the excessive waste here, collecting it here, and then drop wise sending it down. Okay, so this is all about the structure of the kidney. And the structure of the kidney is having the major portion cortex, medulla, here renal pyramids, and the renal pelvis. This structure called the renal pyramids, and then this inner structure we call it renal pelvis. And renal pelvis is connecting it to the ureter. Ureter is a tube that is taking the urine down to the here, that is taking the urine down from you can say from the kidney to the urinary bladder. Okay, now come to another important structure that is called the structure of the nephron here. Basically, nephron is a functional unit of the kidney. If we go more deep, more you can say in detail study of the kidney, we will get a structure like this. Half of the nephron is situated in the cortex, half of the nephron is situated in the medulla, and finally this is having the inner connection to the internal portion that is taking that we call the renal pelvis, and from the renal pelvis finally the you can say urine is going down to the urinary bladder. So this is the structural unit of the kidney. We call it the we call this structure as a nephron. Okay, now have a look here with all the important labelings of the structure of the nephron here. If we have a look of the here in detail look, two tubes are going side by side, two vessels are going side by side. One is called the renal artery, other is called the renal vein. First of all, we are talking about the outer portion now, the structure of the nephron, which is present in the cortex portion. It is having this kind of the turns and twists. The first turn we call it proximal convoluted tubule. This is the first turn we call it proximal convoluted tubule. Before that we are having a capsule, we call it a Bowman capsule. Bowman capsule is a starting point from where the finally the absorption of the you can say excessive salts and water is taking place. Now what happened? After this portion, after this Bowman capsule, we are having the first turn out of this Bowman capsule. We call it proximal convoluted tubule. This is having a twist and turn. You can have a look of it. It is going down in the form of a U-shaped structure. This U-shaped structure is called the loop of the Henle. Then half of the you can say absorption and reabsorption is taking place here. And whatever the waste which is being present inside the blood, which is taking here, it is just you can say removed out there, and all the good kind of the you can say nutrients and all the good kind of the chemicals which is still needed by the body. Kidney is very smarter, nephron is just sending that back. Now this is the first convoluted tubule, then it's a U-shaped turn, we call it loop of Henle. Then after the loop of Henle, we are having the second convoluted tubule. So finally, if something is left here, and still it is very important nutrient of the body, it is being reabsorbed here in this portion, and finally the waste in the form of the uric acid, creatinine, urea, and water. Only very less portion of water. The maximum water is just being reabsorbed, refiltered by Bowman capsule, by the first convoluted tubule, by the loop of the Henle, and by the second convoluted tubule, and only the leftover unwanted, you can say, liquid portion will go out down into the renal pelvis, and from the renal pelvis finally it is going down into the urinary bladder. So in this way the structure of the nephron is working, and it is a functional unit of the kidney. Why I'm again and again saying the functional unit of the kidney? Because there are the thousands of the nephrons which are present inside the kidney, and they are performing their function in the same way. Okay, now we will just go to the reading of our book. So open your book, page number I'm just telling in my next video. Okay, this is page number 24 of your book. Again, this book is showing you the structure of a nephron, which is the functional unit of a kidney. And yes, what it is doing now basically, as I have explained it from the other book also, that is having a more clear diagram. So we are more concerned here about the function of a kidney. Basically, the kidney function is to make urine formation, or to make urine. How the kidney is making the urine? Kidney is doing it into the 3 steps. One called pressure filtration, other called selective reabsorption, and third called tubular secretion. By these 3 processes that is happening inside the structure of a kidney, and who are responsible? These nephrons are responsible. They are doing the 3 functions to make urine. Okay, now we can go through the reading of it. The main function of the urine formation, which takes place in the 3 steps. The first step is the pressure filtration. When blood enters the kidney via the renal artery, it goes to the many arterioles and then to the glomerulus. The pressure of the blood is very high, and so most of the water, salt, glucose, and urea of the blood is forced out of the glomerular capillaries. This material passes into the Bowman capsule, is now called glomerular filtrate. This portion we are talking. In this portion, basically you can say the blood that is rich in all the other substances is going into this portion, and who is taking it here? Renal artery is taking it here. Now this portion, this Bowman capsule, is doing the filtration, and we call it glomerular filtrate. Now come on the second step. The second step is the selective reabsorption. In this step, 99% of the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed in the blood capillary surrounding renal tube. It is glucose. It occurs through osmosis, diffusion, and the active transport. Some water and most of the glucose is reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule. Here salts are reabsorbed by active transport, and then water follows by osmosis. The descending limbs of loop of Henle allows the reabsorption of water, while the ascending limb of loop of Henle allows the reabsorption of the salt. This distal convoluted tubule again allows the reabsorption of the water into the blood. This one they are talking about now. This portion. Have a look of this portion. One called descending. This one portion called descending limb. The first one portion called ascending limb. And both are, you can say, reabsorbing the nutrients, which is according to their particular nature. Okay. Now what is the third step? The third step is a tubular secretion. Different ions, creatinine, urea, secreted from blood into the filtrate in the renal tubule. This is done to maintain blood at a normal pH, that is 7.35 to 7.45. After the above mentioned step, the filtrate present in the renal tubule is known as urine. It moves into the collecting ducts and then into the pelvis, and after the urge of the urination, which is just being controlled by the help of the sphincter muscles, it is finally just removed out of the body. Now have a look of this table. This table is very important. This table is telling us the composition of a normal urine. The normal urine is having 95% of the water, 9.3% of the urea, 1.87% of the chloride ions, sodium ions 1.17, potassium ions 0.75, and other ions and compounds that is in the variable amount. So this is the composition of the urine, a normal urine. And if the composition of the urine is, you can say, disturbed, then by the you can say urine test, we can even identify about the different kind of the diseases also. Okay, so I guess our today's topic become very clear to you people. In our today's topic, we are particularly concerned with the function of the kidney that is being performed by the nephron. So we can say it, nephron is the functional unit of the kidney. Okay students, I am hoping that our today's topic become very clear to you people, and I am highly suggesting to reread these pages for your better understanding. Stay safe and healthy at home. Allah Hafiz.